Good morning vlog. It's a vlogging day today. I have a half marathon in a couple weeks. I'll show you guys this because it's actually kind of cool. I am unemployed still. Welcome back to my channel. It is currently Wednesday morning, around 9. A minute away from 9. I woke up around 8, later start to the day. Kind of impressed with myself, actually. Because normally I would wake up at like 6, but I was like, see what it's like to wake up at 8. I just did some journaling, and I've been wanting some coffee. I'm gonna go get Dutch Bros because I've been thinking about it, and I want it. So, I'm gonna go get some. My name is Kathleen Williams, for those that are new here. I post kind of random content right now, vlogs, travel stuff, tips, things like that. So welcome back to my channel, and I hope you enjoy today's video. For those that don't like Dutch Bros, doors that way. I just haven't done a vlog style in a while, so I just want to do like more of a kind of what's going on in my life right now and updates and whatever comes up. Right now, I'm still drinking my lemon water. I had it with my journal time this morning. So, yeah, I still read every morning and read the Bible and journal, spend some time with the Lord. And it's just a great way for me to start my day. And I think something that I've been trying to do is I've been starting to write at the top, like, today I choose joy, or I'm choosing joy today. And I think that's been really helpful for me, just to remember everything's a choice, and we get to choose how we live our lives and how we think and how we talk to ourselves. And so I've been trying to be more aware of that, and especially with joy, I feel like because I've struggled with depression before, I just really want to be intentional about actually telling myself, like, hey, you can choose joy today. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been a really nice way to start my day. No upcoming trips this weekend, which is nice. I have a half marathon in a couple weeks, or not this next weekend, but the weekend after in Washington, I'll just say. So I'm excited for that. I've been training for it still, but it has been harder to kind of want to get runs in, but do my best, and that's all you can do. Coffee time. Okay, hello. I am currently working on Face It. I have been kind of bad about working on it, at least recently. Just a lot of life stuff was happening. My sister got married, bachelorettes, some weekend trips with my mom, and lots of things, as you've seen in my other videos. But back on the grind, we're working on it today. Right now, I'm working on the Explore page of the website, which is for people to take like personality quizzes and different types of assessments to kind of understand better who they are, and how they were created. So right now I'm working the original website, I should say. They all outsourced to, like, just with, again, the technology, then you weren't really able, it was a little bit hard to just create your own quiz than it is now. So the quizzes were all outsourced to the original website of where that quiz was. So in order to stay in the website, I'm trying to create our own quizzes that kind of mimic those ones, but there won't be any like copyright issues, or it'll still work in a way where I can legally still do that. So I'm trying to create quizzes right now for Myers-Briggs and the Enneagram to start off, since there's quite a few on the old website. And luckily AI is a thing and it's able to kind of help me work through building a quiz or an assessment. So I'm using that to kind of outline it for me, and then I can edit the questions, or edit just the different types of personalities, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm working on right now. Getting back on the grind. I do want this website to be live, and I've still done a lot of work on it, so no point in just stopping. But yeah, just took a little break. Life happens. I'm gonna try and do that for, yeah, like a couple hours. And then I'm gonna go do a hot cold therapy. So I'll talk about that later, but yeah, just gonna keep working on this. Okay, back already. I'll show you guys this 'cause it's actually kind of cool. So I had it make a quiz. I use Claude because it just makes programs a little bit better, and it's a pretty cool AI, honestly. And I had to make the Myers-Briggs assessment for me. It came up with, yeah, 16 personality types, like our own, that we can mess around with. And then also the 4 different categories, like introvert, extrovert, how you get your energy, like those kinds of categories, how you perceive things, blah, blah. And then I asked it to put it all into a spreadsheet for me so I could see what each of the questions are, what that question is connecting to, like which type of personality it's connecting to, or what type of intake. So yeah, it's kind of crazy what AI can do. I am very impressed. And it's just the time to make these things, this, like taking a quiz and building this Excel worksheet would have taken me weeks. And the goal of this website isn't, like, we didn't want to create this with the intent to create new assessments, but the goal is that the user won't have to leave the website. So in order to not leave the website, we have to create our own assessments. But it's a lot of work to do. Like, I wasn't expecting to be doing that. But with AI, it's obviously a lot easier because they can use the same theory or idea of those quizzes and make them our own. And then we can play around with the questions still. So I'll show you a little sneak peek of kind of what it did because it's just kind of cool. So this is the Excel sheet it made me. So it gave me like an intro page, kind of like what it is that we're looking at, how it works. There's 32 statements. You'll answer on a 1 to 5 scale. What each of these tabs down here will look like. The types of questions, the dimension names, and then like it broke it out into freaking tabs. And yeah, so it says each of the axes, there's 4 different ones. If you're like introvert, extrovert, basically how you answer questions, how do you perceive things, and then it gave us our own words instead. So like I was saying with introvert, extrovert, it said outward, inward. Because introvert, extrovert, that's technically owned by MBTI. So we can't use those. And then it laid out all of the questions for me, and it gave which of those 4 that you would be answering that question for, and how you would answer it, what it pushes towards. So it just laid all of that out, which will be really nice for my mom to use while she's kind of reviewing the quiz. So then if she wants to edit something, she can edit it on this worksheet. And so yeah, it has all the type names, so we can play around with those. If we don't like those, we can change them. And a little summary, how it would show in an email. Like, this is crazy. I can't believe this is all just in front of my face right now. Like, that's pretty cool, you gotta admit. So then here's the quiz that it built for me. And then you would just answer. It would go through all the questions 1 through 5, sometimes not really. And you go through it. And I did it even to see. And it was actually pretty accurate. And then it went into how I charge, inward, intake, ground, decide, and move is covered, range. I'm excited to show this to my mom and see how she likes it. But I think it's just with AI, it's like, it's such a big resource and it's obviously part of the future. So and while I've talked about it with my mom, like, it's important, I think, just with how the industries are going and all the different types of industries. A lot of them are implementing AI and using AI, so there is an importance to knowing how to use it and when to use it. Hopefully I'm using it in a beneficial way where it's not exactly like cheating, but it's just using it to save me time and use my time in places where it's more needed. These are things where it's just giving us a good framework and something to start with, you know, instead of just building from the bottom. Like, our goal that wasn't our goal to create a quiz, but it's part of the process, so it's nice. I'm saving like weeks on doing this. But yeah, pretty cool. Putting a pause on Face It, and I'm gonna go to a place called Plunge in Garden City. It's a hot, cold therapy place, and I got invited to go on Instagram, which is kind of cool. My first collab, you could say. But yeah, they reached out to me and it went to like the request folder, so I never saw it because it was from like a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I invited a friend to go, and I haven't done like cold plunge in a very long time. I've only done it probably like twice in my life, so I'm a little nervous because it's so cold. It's so cold. It's kind of a far drive. It's like a half hour away. It's like on the other side of town. And then I'll probably go for a walk after. But yeah, let's go do some contrast therapy. Okay, I decided I'm gonna do another update on life things. So as we know, I am unemployed still. So I'm not working, just still living life. Still trying to just learn new things, grow my relationships, enjoy my hobbies, be active. But I just want to give an update on the job front. So a few things are, I kind of went on an applying spree on Friday, and just been still trying to think about like what kind of jobs I'm interested in, what I would like to do. Obviously, from previous video, I would like to one day like own my own business. It's just figuring out still kind of what that business would be. I feel like there's still some things I want to experience before I start my own business, just on solidifying like what a need is. So just while I've been job searching, I've realized like I want to do design, like I enjoy creating, but I don't like the idea of sitting. I'd rather do something in the field or just something more active, hands-on. So I've been applying to a lot of like field engineer positions, which I think would put me in a good spot because I have experience in construction management with my previous job. And then I have the engineering background where I'd probably understand a lot of the equipment or just whatever's being installed as well. And for whatever my future position out to, that would be if I, however far down the line or whatever, that could set me up with just understanding equipment better and installation and being in the field. And so I've been applying with all that said, I've been applying a lot of like field engineer positions. And I also like the idea of a lot of field engineers, you travel a lot because you're on project sites. It just depends where the projects are. So I think that would be a really cool job the more I've thought about it. So I used to not think it would be that. I was like, just wasn't as, I think I was thinking too much of like what a mechanical engineer typically does, but which is sit at a desk, which is something I don't want to do. So I've realized just more and more that I think I would fit more I would fit better into a field engineer role. So, and I've been in contact with a couple companies already. I have a couple interviews next week for some field travel positions, field technician, engineer, field service, whatever you want to call it. So we'll see how those go. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now, career job-wise. I'm just also en route to plunge cold therapy. I may or may not film that. If not, then I will see you after. Hello, alrighty. Finished up the cold contrast therapy, hot-cold contrast therapy. That was really nice. The last time I did that was, I had a friend in Asia that invited me to go do that. So I think that's only like my second time doing that. But yeah, that felt really nice. It's definitely hard getting in the cold plunge just because it's so freaking cold. But I brought a friend with me because someone reached out to me from the company on Instagram, so I was able to get me and someone else in for free, which was cool. But yeah, that was nice. That was a good way to spend the afternoon. Got to catch up with her and try something new. And I'll probably post a video of it I'll have a video of it on Instagram as well, a little reel. And I should be better, honestly, about recovery. Like, I'm not very good at doing all the recovery things that I should be doing. So it was nice to do something to help relax my body. What's going on? Say I need to merge. Why is this a lane? What is going on around here? Just so I don't hurt myself, don't get any injuries, and it's good for the mental. So I enjoyed that. But yeah, anyways, going on a walk. It's kind of a late lunch since I was gone. I was really hungry before I left, because I also left at like noon or a little before noon. So I'm making lunch now. It's 4. Which isn't typical. I usually eat around like 1 or 2. But yeah, I'll show you guys in a second, but I'm making sweet potato, chicken. I ate some carrots and I'm having some green beans. And that's pretty much my lunch, like, every day. It's just so easy, like, I can't mess it up. I'm just a simple gal in the kitchen. I still am. I can't even say I've tried. Like, I do want to switch up my breakfast a little bit because I'm still doing smoothies, but I'm getting a little bored with them. So I might try like chia seed puddings or something. But just making lunch. And I did go on a walk. I just did a little lap around the park, like 1.5 miles, and then I'll go to the gym in a little bit later. And here's my lunch. And then I'll usually have like barbecue sauce or mustard or salsa with it. Okay, I'm finally making it to the gym. I don't usually go this late, but since I did the cold plunge at 12:30, I didn't go until now, obviously. A little fit check. So I am wearing a black top, and these are Gymshark leggings. I've had these for like 7 years. If you know, you know. These are like, they've been through like every season with me. They're my smallest, my heaviest. They just fit through it all. And then I'm wearing my barefoot shoes. I kind of procrastinated, and like I said, I never go this late, so it might be a little busy because it's 5:42. But hopefully it's not too bad. Home from the gym. It's good workouts. Did some cleans. Trying to get the form back down because I feel like my forms maybe, I can't seem to progress past 35. So I don't think I've maybe gotten 35 pounds, I mean, on each side. So I just stayed at 95 pounds total, worked on the form. But my lifts are going really well. I've been doing a lot of just like really pushing myself to like failure and seeing how much I can do this last week. And I'm feeling pretty strong, which is cool. And just been trying to feel my body properly on top of the runs. And yeah, I'm feeling really good and tired. These workouts have actually been kicking my butt. But I can tell that I'm actually pushing myself because I am tired. Yeah, so it's another full body day, still rocking those. Those are still going really well. Staying consistent, same exercises. Yeah, so I feel like they're paying off. Feeling very strong. Stopped at the store, gonna shower, eat some dinner. Okay, that's a wrap on today. I'm getting ready for bed now. I look like an egg. Things are tagging along. Depending on how much food I have, I might turn this into a 2-day, couple days in the life. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.
All this time, I've been holding on so tight, 'cause all that I do was easy to use. So call my time, but you weren't really mine, just something to do. Thought I never knew.
5 miles done. It wasn't horrible. I was doing like a 9:30, 35 pace. Definitely with my weight training sessions. My running isn't super strong right now, but still getting them in. I'm trying to get it out of my glasses because I want to keep them on. But I'm still getting my runs in because I do have a race next weekend. Just a half, well, I say just a half, but a half marathon. And it's a downhill race and kind of going more for the vibes also. Not super, like, not a big goal for this one. And also, happy Thursday. So I feel like I didn't get that much footage yesterday. It was mostly me talking. So I'm gonna try and film a little more today on what I'm up to and what I'm doing. And it should be a fun day. I am excited for today. Obviously ran, and then I'm doing like I have an appointment at 10 with my, what do you call it? NP, nurse practitioner, with my functional wellness, whatever you want to call it, natural path, I don't remember. And then I'm also doing like this conference virtual thing, but I kind of forgot I have all these little things, so I probably shouldn't have signed up, but we'll see. It sounds really interesting, but it's like 10 to 4, so it's hard timing wise, but yeah. And then I'm going to a concert later, which I just found out yesterday I was going, because my sister's coworker had a free ticket. So I was like, sure, why not? If I can go free, I'm down. But I need a shower, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay, I am now headed to my appointment. But yeah, I've been listening to this call, and it's actually going pretty good. I am really interested in it. I'll take these off so you can see my face better. So like I said, I'm going to see my NP. Just check up on how I'm doing with my body. And honestly, I feel like all the vitamin supplements I'm taking have been really helpful. Even on the days that I'm working out hard or that I'm doing more things mentally, I feel like it is more of just, I'm filling my days. So I don't feel like it's really as much mental or that kind of thing of like feeling low or stuff like that. Like I don't really get that feeling of feeling low anymore at the moment, which is good. Still not getting a menstrual cycle after taking the progesterone So I'm curious what she has to say about that. She said to let her know after 2 weeks of taking it, but it's been like 4 weeks. Because I didn't want to pay for another session, to be honest. I didn't want to pay for another appointment if I had to come in, so I just waited till now. So yeah, I haven't gotten one. So we'll see what she says about that as well. Still feeling like I'm eating enough. I don't know. Like I get full, so it's hard for me to like force feed, I guess. Like I don't feel like I'm force feeding myself. So I don't want to get to that point either. But yeah, I don't know. Just do what I can. And just keep fitness and movement in my life as well, obviously. Okay, I got my updates. So since the progesterone didn't work, like I was saying, I'm gonna go on estrogen for 21 days. And then the last 10 days of that, I'll go on progesterone again. Hopefully that'll just kickstart things back up. Get them going. Or like, how do I even know if I'm gonna feel like I am? So, hoping that helps. Hoping that works. And yeah, we'll see kind of what the symptoms are with it as well. Hopefully positive ones. Hopefully it just helps more with me feeling normal, I guess. I don't even know. Gonna head back home. Gonna grab a coffee though, because I want coffee. And then gonna head back home and hop back on this coaching call. So we'll see what happens. Coffee acquired. I finished the workshop. We're just learning vulnerability, learning how to be vulnerable with people. That's how you evidently connect. Crazy. And that's how you just show all of who God created you to be and how you should be in the world. And the other thing that I really liked was also she spoke on values and that you should have two values. That it's like your roots, like where you come back to. Like if it's out of your values, then you're not being fully authentically you and showing up for yourself. And you should only have two, and it's usually their words, like just one word. So, and I think mine are probably creativity and bravery. Being creative, being brave. I think those are my base of what I believe are my values. And being brave is, for me, being vulnerable is being brave. It's doing the thing that's uncomfortable, the thing out of your comfort zone that you're not typically ready to do, but God makes you ready anyways, whether you like it or not. And creativity can be literally like just being creative and being someone who creates, or it's just when someone pulls you out of that, it's just thinking creatively, thinking outside the box. And I think when I'm out of my element, I'm thinking of all the possibilities, all the perspectives, all the things that are possible, and there's not one way to do something. So that's just one example of why those are, I think, my values. So I liked that. I think that's a good framework to come back to. And now I'm on the way to pick up my prescriptions. So I'm gonna do that, then go back home, get ready to go to the concert. On my way to my friends. We're gonna go get some food beforehand. And also, I don't know if I said who we're seeing. We're seeing Max McNo. You've ever heard of him? I haven't listened to too much of his music, but I do recognize some of his songs. So I'm excited. I wasn't planning on going, but again, like I said, one of my sister's coworkers had an extra ticket, so I may as well put it to some was a good show. I liked Mac McNown. I was glad I was invited. I got an extra ticket. Yeah, I'm back home now. It's currently 11:08, so not bad. Beautiful sunset too. Kind of a weird turn of events though. They wouldn't let us into the venue because there was lightning and possible thunder and all of that. So we had to wait like an hour to get in this long, super long line. But we still got in, got good seats. Sky cleared up and he did a great job. And it was a really good show. Got to go to bed. Just a little bit of ground beef. So I was a little bit hungry. I think that's it. Yeah. Thanks for coming along the last 2 days. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I hope you liked it. And I'll see you in the next one. Love ya.